Alright, I'm going to attempt this, and I'm not sure, hopefully you won't be able to see nothing except above the waist, so that's why I'm going to have the camera set up. But I'm going to show you how I do my outdoor shower. I have a platform here that I stand on. I got my little bench, I have my soap over here, my towels here, my slippers are there, and that's my setup. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to shave my head. And like I said, hopefully this is going to come up okay, and you're not going to see nothing that you shouldn't see. So if you do see something you shouldn't see, you're not going to see this video. But I'm hoping that this comes out okay. So obviously first, I'm going to wet my head down in my face. So, all right. So, as you can see, I end up putting, it's basically cream rinse on my head and on my face and my neck. So basically what I'm going to do, and you love the pink razor, right? You gotta love the pink razor, because what happens with that is I had gotten a bunch of razors from the dollar store eons ago, and the best razors I've ever had for shaving my head. They last better than any of the other name brands, and they were very, very cheap. So I was like, yeah, can't beat that. It's actually pretty good. So that is why I've always used them. So I had ordered some online when you couldn't get them in the store anymore. And so what ended up happening was they sent me a few cases of these pink razors. So that's what I've been using for quite a while now. And basically just like I said, I'm not even sure if you guys are going to end up seeing this video, because I'm going to watch it first before I do anything else, to make sure that you don't see my lower half. But basically, this is how I shave my head. And when the weather's decent, and even when it's a little colder, I like to shower outside. So that's what I do. And then basically we hit the back of the neck. And I've had people say to me, how do you do it with no mirror? You know, how do you shave your head? Well, you kind of get used to it when you do it long enough. And, you know, it's just all by feel. So I'm feeling where, I'm feeling where on my head if there's any high spots. And we're kind of going from there. So what I'll end up doing is I'll do this by feel as much as I can. And then once I rinse off, I'll feel again and see if I've missed anything. Because everything's got like a little sheen of, soap on it, or cream rinse, I should say. And I would hit the face. And doing this out in nature, for me, I enjoy it. Even when it's colder. I'm not rinsing or warming up the water. If it's warmer in the sun, then great, and if it's not, I don't really care. Now with my face, what I'll end up doing when I go back inside, I will touch up around my goatee and see where so. And a lot of times, just getting that a little bit wet, I can feel where I missed. Alright, so now alright, so that's how we do the head shaving and the face shaving, and then like I said, I'll trim up around here when I go inside, because that I gotta see. Alright, so then we get rid of that soap. Alright, so my next thing that I do, I have this black soap, which I love. Best soap I've ever had for washing like my face. Having adult cystic acne, and I have more boxes of it, and if I had to tell you off the top of my head the name of it, I couldn't, but God, that feels good. Alright, so then after washing my face with that Irish Spring soap, I basically just take my washcloth, wiping down, and we just soap up. And it's funny because people are like, oh my God, you know, why don't you have this or why don't you do that? I actually enjoy showering this way, and I can shower this way most of the year, even into the fall, even when it's cooler. It doesn't bother me. I've taken some pretty cold showers out here, and actually cold showers, you know, you guys have heard of the cold plunges and stuff like that. That's supposed to be really good for you. And so Now I have a basin that I've used in the past, and I like that as well, but this is pretty easy, pretty basic. It's just kind of the way that I've been doing it for quite a while here. And like even in the wintertime, what I'll do when it's really cold, I will, now I'm just going to rinse this way first, get the top layer of soap off. And then I will rinse off with everything else afterwards. So like I said, I don't know if you guys are actually going to see this video. The camera's higher, so you should be hopefully being able to not see what you shouldn't see. That's the goal anyway. And all right. And now it's just basically rinsing off. And then I just reload the bucket when I'm done. And that's it. And that's how we do it. Oh. And I got my towel. Now, I will tell you this, when the sun is out, and you do this when the sun is out, much nicer. When it's cold and the wind is blowing, I've had a couple of very chilly experiences. But I try to wash outside as much as I can. I find it nicer, I guess, if you will. And like I said, I enjoy it. But so, I mean, like I said, living off grid, and if you think this is roughing it, I don't think this is roughing it at all. I think this is actually very comfortable and relaxing. And you know, that's the way I do it. And like I said, I do enjoy it, so it's not like if it was terrible, I wouldn't be doing it almost 2 years later. So, all right, there we go. All right. And then what I do, so it shows you here, this bucket was full. I used about 2.5 gallons of water. So what I end up doing is I pull water ahead of time out of one of the totes, pour that back into there, and there we go. Easy as that. And then with this being sitting in the sun, this gets much warmer. So anyway, that's how I wash up. All right, Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.